Now if we compare the Redmi 1S with the Zenfone 4, we can find certain amount of differences and certain good things on the Zenfone 4 and some very good things on the Redmi 1S. Redmi 1S definitely wins the competition here, and before I actually tell you all the points, Redmi 1S is definitely a better value for money as compared to Zenfone 4. But how? That is something we are going to tell you in this particular video. First of all, let's start with the display comparison. The display size which we have on the Zenfone 4 is 4-inch, whereas we have a display size of 4.7-inch over here on the Redmi 1S, which is a major difference. So you get a bigger display on this device and you have high definition resolution on this one, whereas you have 480p resolution on this one. So again, in terms of the pixel density, this one is higher. In terms of the display quality as well, this has an IPS LCD display which does give you pretty good viewing angles. From any wide angles, if you look at it, you can actually see the display, whereas on this device, on the Asus Zenfone 4, you have a TFT display which again has decent viewing angles, but again if you look over this display from different other angles, you will notice the blackening of the display, which does not happen over here. So display is definitely better, the display size is also better, although it is coming for the same price. But again, Xiaomi devices are always better value for money. As far as front camera is concerned, the front camera on this device is a 1.6 megapixel camera. Here it is VGA, and the front camera is also better on the Redmi 1S as compared to Asus Zenfone 4. The actual competitor of Redmi 1S is actually Asus Zenfone 4.5, not Asus Zenfone 4, because 4.5 has a 4.5-inch display and 8 megapixel camera at the back, whereas on the Zenfone 4 which we have with us has 5 megapixel camera, which compared to the 8 megapixel camera on the Redmi 1S is again lower, and the photo quality is also not that great. But again, the overall UI and the kind of options you get in the camera on this device is also very good, which is something better, I would say, as compared to Redmi 1S. As far as the overall battery backup is concerned, the battery backup of both of these phones is approximately 1 day. Again, you can get slightly more battery backup on this device with basic to moderate usage. When it comes to the front we have Corning Gorilla Glass 3 on Asus Zenfone 4, which is definitely a better thing as compared to the Asahi Dragon Trail glass which we have on Redmi 1S. So this is the difference which we have. We have 8 GB of internal memory on this device. We have 8 GB of internal memory on this device. We have approximately 4.61 GB available to this on this device for the user, whereas we have approximately 5 GB, slightly more storage is available on this device as far as free storage is concerned. We have 1 GB of RAM on both of these phones. But in terms of the overall, you can say the touch capacitive buttons and the build quality is good enough on both of these phones. I can say that build quality is pretty nice on this one. You have a custom UI running on top of Android. You also have a custom UI which is the Mi UI, which is running on top of Android. So these UI are actually giving you much more options both on the Zenfone 4 as well as on the Redmi 1S. So it is good in terms of the kind of features you can expect, what you can actually get from the UI. You get a lot of custom widgets over here. Same happens over here as well. You have a lot of custom widgets as well. So you can use both of these phones equally good in terms of the UI differences. As far as version of Android is concerned, here we have the Android 4.3 which is running on top of Android, and we have Android 4.3 as well. This device will get KitKat and this one will also get KitKat. Both of them are supposed to get KitKat update very soon. We have 1.6 GHz processor on this device, which is a quad core CPU, whereas we have 1.2 GHz Intel Atom CPU on this device. This is Snapdragon 400 1.6 GHz, which is again good. You have a Reno 305 GPU on this device, which can handle gaming much better as compared to the Asus Zenfone 5. So in case as compared to the Asus Zenfone 4, so in case gaming is something which is a preference for you, you should always go for this one. In case you want a better display, you should always go for this one. In case you want a better camera at the back, you can always go for this one. And build quality is something which is good on both of them, but this one feels slightly more solid as compared to the Asus Zenfone 4. So these are the differences which we have. Again, Redmi 1S is a clear winner over here, but it has availability issues. That Redmi 1S is something which is very difficult to be bought, whereas Asus Zenfone 4 is something which you can easily buy. Again, this phone is good enough, but display is again something with which I am disappointed because it has a TFT display. In case you would like to consider Asus Zenfone, then I would recommend you to Asus go for Asus Zenfone 4.5, which will cost 1k more. That will come for 7,000 rupees, and that will give you a bigger display, a IPS LCD display like this one. So that is a real competitor for the Redmi 1S, not this one. But still, if you want a better one-handed usage phone, you can always go for Asus Zenfone 4. And if you prefer the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection rather than the Asahi Dragon Trail protection which we have on this device, you can always go for Zenfone 4, and this is going to be a better phone for one-handed usage, and the battery backup for both of these phones is good enough. One thing which is a major difference and which is a very good thing on the Zenfone 4 is that it does not get heated up much, especially with the moderate or heavy usage, whereas this device has heating issues. Most of the people have reported that Redmi 1S actually has heating issues when you play some games. Although it does not happen with casual game, it may happen when you play high definition games. That case, basically this device will be heated much more. So in case heating is something which you don't want to happen on your smartphone, then you can always go for Zenfone 4. So there are different reasons for which you can go for the Asus Zenfone 4, and there are different reasons which we have specified in this video for which you can go for Redmi 1S. You can select any of these two, and you can always go for Zenfone 4.5 as well, which is also good, which is a very good competitor. I would say if I compare the Redmi 1S with Zenfone 4.5, then in that case you can actually choose Zenfone 4.5, which gives you a bigger display. We do not have the device as of now with us, but specifications remain the same. The display size get increased, the camera over there 5 megapixel become 8 megapixel on the Zenfone 4.5. so that is a better competitor, and you can always select that one if you compare it with Redmi 1S, but that one will be costly, 1,000 rupees costly as compared to the pricing of Redmi 1S. So these are all the differences and other things which we wanted to point out in this video. As far as comparison is concerned, we do have 1 GB of RAM on both of these phones. In terms of day-to-day usage, both of them are good performers. You can select any one of these two. Thanks for watching this video. In case you have any questions which we have not cleared in this video, you can leave your questions in the comment section below this video. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.